Are you a college student? Are you working full time and struggling? Well, listen, because this pertains to you. If minimum wage were to go up, working part time would be enough for students to manage going to school and avoiding stress while working and having to deal with schoolwork. Like in the book From the Folks Who Brought You the Weekend, the actions of those early labor unions brought us to the minimum wage we have today. Their fight was not in vain, but it is not over.
One question we came up was, how will student loans be affected if minimum wage goes up? Let's start off with the fact that some student loans debts are not affordable. The first information I found out about student loans was that the nation has a vast amount of debt in student loans. An article written by Macy Gordon stated that around 7 million Americans are in default on an estimated 100 billion in student debt, both federally guaranteed and private. Sometimes getting these private student loans include high interest rates, and they often ask for you to pay in large amounts with a minimum time to pay back. Of course, if not all paid back on time, interest rates become even higher. According to the U.S. News, they stated that an average of student loans debt in 2012 was $30,000. So how can this issue be resolved? The answer is increase the minimum wage. A research done by UC Berkeley suggests that raising minimum wages increases the lower class financial mobility and other details. Raising minimum wage also pushes up the wage floor relative to the median wage, thereby reducing pay inequality. A new research on the effect of minimum wage increases documents supporting reductions in family poverty rates and enrollments in public assistance programs such as food stamps. If student loans are part of financial debts and they get resolved by increasing minimum wage, then those student loans may be impacted in a positive way. Low wage rate in the past have shown evidence of how people are affected in a negative way. In comparison to the book By the Sweat of Their Brows, beginning at the 20th century, agricultural workers suffered poor living conditions due to the reasons of cheated wage. Similarly, today, low-income families can relate because they're receiving wage that is barely or sometimes not even enough to have financial stability. One of the first steps for a better life is to seek education, but education can be costly because of student loans. If minimum wage stays at a low rate, how can that pay for the first step at a better life? The only effect on student loans can be positive, because if minimum wage goes up, the national student loan debt will decrease. Furthermore, education will be affordable, leading to stable careers, and poverty will be reduced. If evidence show raising wage has a significant effect on the society, minimum wage should be raised.
In favor of minimum wage going up to $15 an hour can promote full-time as well as part-time students to stay in college. The American Association of University Professors article states the many benefits that can help students who work stay in school. Employment pulls students' attention away from their academic studies. One way to keep students in college is to inform faculty and administration, because one-on-one interactions with their professors can validate their presence on campus by encouraging their academic success, as well as promoting self-confidence and motivation to succeed in college. Offering classes in the evening and weekends is also another thing that can help promote to stay in school. Academic advising and other support services, as well as childcare, is another benefit that can help students stay in school. All of this connects to the reading from the folks that brought you the weekend, which states the U.S. economy widening inequality and creating class conflict. Students are struggling to become the upper class, and minimum wage is stopping them from getting an education. America must raise the minimum wage to $15 to stop the inequality.
Student loans would hardly get effective since loans are paid after graduation. The loans would eventually have to get paid. If the minimum wage went up, the only difference it would make is that the amount of money a student would borrow would slightly decrease.
Join the fight.